Hello everyone, this is Mr. Informal giving you my LG G7 ThinQ thoughts, analysis, especially Rant. It was announced this month, or I guess you could say a week or 2 weeks ago, whichever, it doesn't matter. So, what do I think of the LG G7 ThinQ? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change that question to: can this LG flagship beat the Samsung Galaxy S8 in the Android smartphone market? I'd say no. No, definitely not. Not even close. Why is that? Well, first and foremost, let's check out the specs, okay? So these are the specs. It uses an IPS LCD screen, 6.1 inches. Basically a 19.5 by 9 ratio, 1440 by 3120 megapixels, Corning Gorilla Glass 5 front and back. The screen has Dolby Vision and HDR10 compliant. Always on display. Snapdragon 845. It comes with the Android 8.0 Oreo. Micro SD expandability, which is great. 128 gigabit internal with 6 gigs of RAM. That's one option. The second option is 64 with 4 gigs of RAM, so it really hasn't changed from the LG G6. Dual 16 megapixels f1.6 OIS on the primary back camera, 16 megapixel with f1.9 on the secondary camera. That's actually pretty good with the face detection, and obviously the front camera has 8 megapixels f1.9 aperture 1080. It's not bad. It can record 4K video. It has, best of all, it has a 24-bit 192 kilohertz stereo sound. That's pretty cool. 32-bit 192 kilohertz audio with DTS-X sounds on its 3.5 millimeter headphone jack slot. That's pretty good. 3.1 Type C. It has finally wireless charging. What else? Fingerprint scanner, and the way that the two cameras in the back are placed, instead of horizontal, it's actually vertical, and then below that is the fingerprint scanner. And it comes in 4 different colors: platinum gray, aurora black, Moroccan blue, raspberry rose. We'll probably only get 2 colors here in the States. And the pricing is around 850 euros, so we're looking at $800. I do have a beef with that. I don't think it should be that price. So now that the specs is out of the way, oh, one last thing is it does have the quad stereo mics for those who love recording clear audio when it comes to videos. So the biggest change on this LG G7 is the notch. I don't understand it. And not only that, the speaker, the front speaker is off center. But this is my thoughts of this one. I don't think this G7 is good enough for it to replace the G6. If you have the G6, keep it. If you have a Samsung Galaxy S8, keep it. Should you upgrade on this? Should you upgrade to the G7 ThinQ? No. Why? Well, for one, there hasn't really changed much. The battery is still 3000 milliamps. I mean, yes, they did improve the screen, but at the same time, they added a notch, which I don't think they should have. Yes, the bezel did became slimmer, but there's still bottom bezel and there's still that notch, and I'm gonna get into that rant later on. It's good to have that they added wireless charging on it. Not only that, the 64 gig option storage keeps the 4 gigs. So there's really nothing much to even talk about on this LG G7. Look, don't get me wrong. It's a great phone if you are upgrading for the LG G5. I still have the LG G5. I'm still loving the wide angle camera. I'm still loving the removable battery. And obviously this has the water resistant feature. But can it dethrone the Samsung Galaxy flagship? No, it cannot. And I feel sorry for it. I mean, what else notable about this phone other than the improved audio, which is absolutely great, don't get me wrong. The camera is absolutely great, again, don't get me wrong. But what is notable about it? I mean, there's really nothing much for it to jump over the hump of the Galaxy series flagship. Okay, I'm gonna get into this rant, okay? One, I hate the fact that it only has 3000 milliamps. I hate it, because it has nothing improved on it. They should have made the front camera have optical image stabilization, but no, that's not changing it. The notch, I hate it. Again, where is the originality? Where was the originality? For the G5, the G4, and the G3, they all had originality. Now, outside of obviously the boot loop problems, but again, when it comes to its looks, it had it. So, I mean, what else can I say about this G7? I mean, I don't really nothing to say much from it, because it should have had stereo speakers. I wish it did. Front stereo speakers. I wish it had it. It could have made it a bit unique from its competitor. I mean, outside the software, obviously it can be unique. But other than that, when it comes to its looks, when it comes to its design, there's really nothing much. I mean, it looks like any other phones out there. I mean, why should you get this over the Galaxy S9 Plus or S9? Why? Maybe from the software, from the AI feature. I mean, other than that, there's really nothing much. Not only that, if it's gonna cost $850, and we're talking about Euro dollars, or whatever you want to call it, then nobody's gonna buy this. You might as well get a S9 Plus. The only time I can see people buying this if it costs $650. That's the maximum that people should get this. Other than that, I hate to say it, and I'm coming from an LG user here. I have an LG G5. I'm still using. There is no way that I'm gonna get this over the S9 or the S9 Plus. There's no way. Other than if it costs $650. That's the only way I can think of. This is more of a competitor to the OnePlus 6 or any mid-range smartphones. And if the V30 comes out and obviously is better than the S9 Plus, then yeah, get a V30. But then again, the V30 is trying to go against the Note, and it hasn't even been beating the Note. And I have LG V20 for the camera. I'm using the V20 for the camera and for the audio. The V20 is an absolute beast. That's all I can say about it. It is an absolute beast. So the main question I'm gonna go back is, can it beat the S9 Galaxy? No, it cannot. Now, you can argue about it, so and so, but when it comes down to it, should you get this over the S9 if the price is $800 US dollars? say no. I'd say no. And for the consumer who lacked in technology, ignorance or knowledge, I mean, just go to the store and get it over with. Just get the S9. And as much as I hate to say it, I mean, again, if it was discounted $650, get it ASAP. Don't even question it. Just get the LG G7. But if it was $700 to $800, I'm sorry. Just get the S9. And so that basically concludes my thoughts, analysis, and rant on the LG G7 ThinQ. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.